Hello everyone, this is Zelts here, and today, two new cards for Heroes of Rivenrun has been revealed, and I'm actually really scared for one of them. So this is the card that I'm talking about. Odin, which is a neutral legendary that costs 7 mana, is a 4/3 Storm Fanfare, banish one enemy card on the field, and you can evolve it into a 6/5 Storm. But it's a 7 mana storm with that banishes a card. What's so scary about it? 7 mana is too slow for you to play a 4/3 or even a 6/5 storm with evolve point. Well, that's because Odin actually has an accelerate effect. If you accelerate Odin for 4 mana, you banish 2 enemy followers randomly and also banish all of your own followers. Then you add Odin back into your hand without accelerate, and you subtract X from its cost, where X is equal to the number of cards you actually banish with the accelerate effect. And this is the effect that makes me so afraid of this card. Using only 4 mana to clear 2 of your opponent's minions is actually so strong. It doesn't seem like much, and it looks like a tempo loss at times. But usually this is a net mana gain in your favor for maybe control decks. Because so for example, if they have a 3 mana on field, 3 mana follower already on field, and they play a 4 mana follower, and then on your turn 4 or turn 5, you'll be able to play Odin and you'll be able to banish 2 followers. Just gone. They're gone, banished the Shadow Realm, disappeared. No last words will be triggered because it's not a destroy effect, it's a banish effect. And I don't like the keyword banish. I personally feel like it's too strong, too disgusting. And they just printed a neutral legendary that gives banish to every single class for only 4 mana. Even in rotation right now, 4 mana spells don't usually stay right up banish 2 enemy followers. Just doesn't say remove 2 followers from the games. They just don't say that. They might say destroy a follower and then destroy this follower and do a secondary effect, or destroy 2 followers for a price of something else. But no, Odin's accelerate, banish 2 enemies followers and all of your followers as well. This is the second part of the text, which usually you won't mind banishing your own follower, and because it also subtracts the cost from Odin cost, so that Odin can go from 7 mana innately just from 2 enemy followers. You go to a 5 mana 4/3 storm. You can play this on turn 5 as a 4/3 storm that goes face, and you can't even play ward against this guy because on play he'll just banish it. Send another card to the Shadow Realm. Why not? Right? If you have a lot of followers on your on field, it's not also a bad thing that you get to banish all of them, because Odin will subtract further from his cost if you banish your own followers. Well, yeah, to be fair, last words won't trigger, you won't be able to reanimate them if you're playing Shadow, but you subtract it from the Odin's cost even further. So maybe you have like 3 minions on your board, your opponent has 2. You play Odin's accelerate, boom, now you have a 2 mana 4/3 storm that banishes an enemy follower. That is so disgusting. Because I foresee this card being nerfed, just because of the banish keyword alone, I'll give this maybe a 4/5. It's scary. It's scary how they are just giving banish to every single cast freely, and especially as a shadow main that really likes reanimating my own followers. This banish is actually scares me a lot, and I don't like it one bit. The next card that is revealed is actually a Bloodcraft Gold card. It's Gadel, Ravenous Keen, or something. His name is something like the Gadel or something. Gadel. He's a 2 play point Bloodcraft Gold card. Gold follower is a 1/2 drain at base, and on evolve it becomes a 3/4 bane. And yeah, sure, it's just another drain you need for Bloodcraft. What's so special about it? So this is his fanfare effect. If there is any allied followers in play, you choose one of them and destroy it to draw 2 cards. if that follower was evolved, you evolve Gadel as well. So now Gadel turns out to be evil blood support. So the ideal will probably be on turn 4, you have maybe a 2 cost in hand that's maybe has 2 hit points. You evolve it, trade into a minion, trade into another follower. You play Gadel on your evolve follower, you destroy it, draw 2 cards, evolve Gadel, and trade Gadel into another follower. Which is okay, not bad. But I have a bit of issues with this card. So first, we actually have to if you want to get a free evolve follower, you need to have an evolve follower already on the field. Maybe if it is on turn 4, I find it pretty difficult, as most of the 2 drops, you don't actually want any of your to destroy any of your 2 drops in evolve blood right now. There are some of them like mini soul devil that you run in evolve blood that I'm pretty sure you don't want to destroy with Gadel. And also because Gadel is also 2 play points, he also contests for the 2 play point slot with alongside Miniso Devil for Malicious Blader's draw pool. If I'm not sure if that's what you would like. Maybe sometimes you'll prefer Gadel over Miniso Devil if your opponent have a direct spell damage, having the and direct burn, having the drain, and as well as the board clear potential is actually pretty good. And so if you play this alongside with Malicious Blader, for example, Malicious Blader draw Gadel, evolve Malicious Blader, then use Gadel to destroy Malicious Blader, which is actually just a net 2 in card. You gain 3 health and you get rid of 3 opponent followers on turn 4, which, okay, fair, is a very strong play. I think it's definitely a very solid card though. Will you play without the evolve effect? Just destroying one allied follower. I don't really see this outside evolve blood. Let me think. Will you run this in Vengeance? Not really. Neither will you. In Wrath, you summon a lot of bats, so maybe you might want to use this 2 play point to destroy one of your bats to cycle through your deck more. There's a little bit of potential there. But I don't really think this is something you will play on turn 4 or even turn 5. It feels more like a turn 6 or even a turn 6 play to stabilize with the drain. It's also then you're more likely to have more followers on field that can actually survive trades, and you can use Gadel to actually destroy the follower that already attack to actually get more useful cards. So a bit slow. I'm not sure if Evolve Blood is in desperate need of card draw. Actually, with the rotation of Angel's Blessing and Isurugi, this might be what Evolve Blood may need. So I'll give this 3 upon 5 for now. It feels like it actually is it's actually a very good supplement for Evolve Blood. It's a free evolve. Outside of Evolve Blood, maybe not as much play. And we also need to see if Evolve Blood actually have issues drawing cards. If Evolve Blood doesn't have any issues drawing cards, because we do have Blooming Dancer in rotation right now. Is just introduce this set which already cycles cards. If we are not in need for card draw, we might actually cut. I think this follower might actually be cut down to maybe like 2 copies a deck. It actually synergized really well with Dual Blame though, the new legendary revealed this set for the next expansion. Since the Dual Blame actually gives a one drop that actually evolves, auto evolves if Dual Blame is evolved. And you can because there's the Riparian, it has a 4/3 storm, you attack face with it and then you destroy it with Gadel to cycle 2 and then even get some drain of it. Pretty solid. Well, if there's too much card draw, I feel like Gadel won't be the first cards that get cut. Overall, it's just a good generic good card. And that is the 2 cards that are reviewed today by the website tengenki.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can go check it out if you know how to read Japanese. Personally, I'm really afraid of Odin's effect. It's very scary. I do not like banishes. No thank you, no banish for me. And I might be facing it a lot in the future. Gadel, just another generic good card. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about this. And for future Shadowverse content, leave a like, leave a subscribe, and I'll see you next time.